Wow. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are, all over the world. My name is Olumide Emmanuel, and I welcome you all to Trem for the month of April. Yes. It's always an exciting time for us to come together wherever you are. Spread the word around right now. Share this link and invite other people to come join us because we have an amazing session tonight. Wow, I'm just so excited because of this session tonight. Well, last year, uh, we began to plan for the year 2025, and as a result of the series of um, requests we have had from different set of people that want to be educated in the area of real estate, and many of them cannot afford to be in any of the paid events or afford any of our real estate parks. They kept asking, what can you do for us? What can you do for us to help us? And a lot of people are also in the real estate sector that have missed the major life events that we have had. And they are like, when next are you doing another? When next are you doing? Do something for us? It's okay. Let's think through it. So last year, I decided that all through this year, every last Sunday of the month, we're going to be hosting the Real Estate Masterclass, THREM, the Real Estate Masterclass, TREM. So THREM is a monthly real estate empowerment platform to help educate people in different aspects of real estate and also make available to you diverse opportunities that you can explore that will help you. And today we are going to be enjoying another of such master classes. So bring out your notes, bring out your pen, bring out your tablet, because it's always a teaching session. It's always an enlightening session filled with all kinds of information. Now, listen, real estate is very wide. As a matter of fact, when we teach people, we say to people that every business on earth is a real estate business. Every business on earth is a real estate business. So if you say, oh, I'm a politician, where do politicians practice their crafts? They have parliament houses, they have House of Assemblies, they have White House, they have Buckingham Palace, they have 10 Downing Street, they have Aso Rock. So it's real estate. The Parliament House is real estate. So I'm a medical doctor. Where do medical doctors practice their craft? The hospital is a real estate. You say, oh no, I'm into hospitality. The hotel is a real estate. The restaurant is a real estate. The cinema is a real estate. The event center is a real estate. You say, oh no, I'm just into education. The school is a real estate. The hostels are real estate. The university is a real estate. You say, oh no, I'm a pharmacist. The pharmacy store is a real estate. You say, oh no, I'm a pastor. I'm a minister of the gospel. The church, the building where you meet is real estate. So name any business. Say I'm into sports. The stadium is a real estate. The gym is a real estate. The training ground are real estate. So I'm into transportation. The road is real estate. The airport is real estate. The seaport is real estate. So every business on earth is a real estate business. So if you are not in real estate business, you are not in business. So this month we are bringing you. We've been having amazing times in January. So this month we are bringing you what I call the hostel masterclass. The hostel masterclass today will now showcase to you one out of the numerous real estate possibilities that you can explore in order for you to begin to make money, make a living, and make impact through real estate while also building a legacy. Joining me tonight will be one of my mentees from the Billionaires Conclave. And listen well, is going to be helping us to see a lot of things that I'm telling you will turn your life around. Is Dr. Ashimolowo from Maybe's Gold. In December 2023, He's been into this hostel stuff for a while. He's going to share some of his journey. But in December 2023, I had the opportunity to launch, dedicate, pray over many of his hostels. I think we launched about maybe like 12 hostels in one day, apart from the other ones he had that we went to pray over. And he has since done more after that. He's been in this for a while. When he came on board my platform as a mentee, he discovered that particular aspect as a result of the fact that he's also a lecturer and he sat down there and is a bishop of Hostel Masterclass. And today we're going to be welcoming him to join me on this platform. So join me as we welcome Dr. Ashimolowo. Hey, an amazing time. Make sure you have your notes ready. Make sure you have your pen ready. Make sure you have your tablet ready so that we can begin to learn from this amazing, amazing real estate entrepreneur and amazing professional in the field of real estate. Oh, God, maybe it's good. Maybe it's good.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine. It's an amazing Sunday. We are so excited to be here. So my marriage clocked 19 years during the week. So today was our testimony day. So I'm still very, very excited. And you remember, sir, that when our marriage clocked 18, exactly that day, I was showed a property that somebody wanted to use for hotel, but the person decided to sell. And God gave us that gift, and we bought that property at almost half the price, considering the existing rates. So that property was what we turned into Ademuyiwa Hostel, which is a 40-unit room, self-contained, with 6 shops. And to the glory of God, students are living in that hostel within 1 year. And God gave us that gift. So we are still in the celebration mood. We are still in celebration mood, and we give all glory to God.
Wow, you're welcome. So, congratulations. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir.
The oil of flow in your marriage. And may the
Amen.
Lord pass your household and take you glory in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Let's start from the beginning. You are a member of the Billionaires Conclave. You are one of my mentees, and you have been able to do amazingly well and carve a niche for yourself in this hostel aspect. When you attended the class with other people, mentioned a lot of things, and you decided that this hostel is what I want to go and sit down. Give the story of this journey. Why did you decide that it's hello that me I want to do, not event center, not this whole, and how did it start?
Okay. Malcolm Gladwell said, "You cannot be separated from where you came from." So, because I came from the academics, um, it was the first thing that quickly got my attention. So I remembered that okay, we're a college of education, and our college of education was converted into a university by the performing governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. And I was in one of those classes, one of those billionaire conclave classes, and Mr. Ezekiel was speaking, Ezekiel Wisdom. And he came up and said in his session, he said, all of you real estate people that are misbehaving all over Lagos, you see, the end of this business is rent. The end of this business is rent. And that shocked me. He said the end of this business is rent. And he said he knows somebody in Abuja that the person is earning about 2 billion rent in a year. He said that at the end of your life, will you still be saying, come and buy this land? That you need to rework your finances, re-engineer your finances. You know, and in that billionaire conclave class, a seed was planted. A seed was planted. The rest, as they say, is history. So when that seed was planted, we went all out. We went all out, and we divested, moved money into that arena, and in the process, we were shocked at the return on investment and return of investment.
Wow. So, my people, I hope you are. One, he said, stay close to home. So, lecturer is a university lecturer, and because he's a university lecturer, the academia, and
Yeah.
because he's in the, he has a particular environmental frequency that makes him to say, okay, since I'm already in academics and we know about hostel, and let me kukuma stay in this area. Number two, he was inspired by being in a meeting, the billionaires conclave meeting, where we train people and where we talk to our members. And in that meeting, one of my mentees, the second vice president of the billionaires conclave, Wisdom Ezekiel, said something that struck him. So number one, we are saying stay within your area of grace, your area of expertise. Number two, be inspired. Be inspired. And then number three, he now moved to take action because there were many people in that same class that heard what he heard and they probably did not do what he did. Now, let's go on. So, hostel, when people hear us and they say, okay, oh, he's a lecturer. Me, I'm Kuku not a lecturer. Maybe it's not my area. Because this hostel thing, this one that school we go on strike. This one that student, do they really have money? How does this also run us through? If someone is listening to us right now and that person wants to go into hostel as one of their own areas of making money, number one, how profitable is it? Number two, how do they start?
Okay, let me start with number one. How profitable? Um, University of Ibadan was established in 1948. Up till today, hostel within the school is insufficient.
Hmm.
That is over 80 years. University of Lagos was established in 1962. Up till today, hostel is insufficient. Obafemi Awolowo University was established in 1961. Up till today, hostel is still insufficient. The Lagos State University was established in 1983, and after almost 42 years of existence, students are still living as far as Agbara Ijaniki because hostel is still not sufficient. So this is a business that the return on investment is about 12% per annum
Hmm.
because the market is there. The market is there. The market is there. And if you don't want to manage it by yourself, you can give it to people to manage it for you, and you just give them 10%.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, if you don't have the energy, you just give them 10%. I mean, so for example, with what we have done, by the end of this year, we would have invested about 700 million. We've invested over 500 million already. So at the end of the year, it is expected that our rent should hit 80 million per annum. And our overhead, the salaries we pay, the maintenance, and all of it, all of that is just within 2 to 3 million per annum. So in other words, if I decide to give the Mabis Gold hostels to an agency to manage for me, and I give them 10% of the income, which will be about 8 million, and I just take 72 million and go and sleep. Investment is secured, ROI, return on investment, is also secured. However, we are projecting already that by 2027, rent will increase to, our rent is expected to increase to 100 million by 2027, which is just 200 rooms. I mean, already there's an hostel inside OAU. There's an hostel inside OAU, Obafemi Awolowo University, owned by the Oni of Ife, or Jaja Hostel. It's about 200 rooms, and I can tell you that their rent is close to 200 million. Because they are charging about 960,000 per room. 4 students sharing 1 room. So they can get that kind of money because the hostel is inside the school. So when we talk about profitability, this is an industry that is expanding, and entry into it's a bit difficult. So that is where anybody who is an investor in real estate, to build 10 rooms right now will cost you between 35 million and 40 million. So how many people are able to raise that fund? So any business that the entry is a bit difficult gives a level of monopoly. And now there is a new generation of universities. There's the Federal University, Oye. There's TASUED, for example, in Ijagun, that has just been converted to a federal university. In other words, more students will come and they will need more hostels. There's LASUED, my university there. There's LASUSTE. There's Federal University in Ragbiji, Virgin. It's Virgin. Just established in the year 2024. There's Federal University of Technology in Yekiti, Virgin. Virgin. So if you have the money, I tell you, this is a forever money approach. Because our model at Mabis Gold Homes is that you come from end income to passive income to daily income and forever income. So the main philosophy behind this hostel for us is that we want a no thinking is required money. There are so many businesses that you need, where you to run it, it requires a lot of thinking. You need expert. But for hostel, it is no thinking is required money. The only action word is to collect. No thinking is required. You just want to sit down. 12 months can be very, very fast when you are collecting rent. Kai. It is when you are owing that is a problem. 12 months, it can be very, very fast. It can be very, very fast. And if you don't have money, maybe you have a social capital. We cannot share that here. When you come into the class in July, we can share that. Because there are other ways. There are other ways that you might not even need to invest your personal money. But we cannot share that here. When you come to the university, when you come to the class, when you come to the Billionaire Conclave, we will be sharing some other privileged information.
Wow, this is amazing. In fact, you know, if you know, you know. That's just this thing. Because running all this university now, you are very correct to know the virgin one. Some people are just, do you know some people have 100 million in their account that they don't know what to do with it? Some people have
mm,
200 virgin money down, waiting for
mm,
them to plug and
mm.
build two things to us. Number one, the market possibility endless. Possibility is endless. That is very. Number two, it is one of the to manage income flow. You don't need to say manager, secretary, this and that, everything. Just collect money, they run themselves. Oh my! So you know that one of the problem or challenge barrier to entry, because you can't start hostel without having hostel. So and it costs money. What are the few other challenges that you think people should know about estate, because about this hostel? Because if you know the challenge that many people come to say, what if they have riots and they come and destroy your property? What if there is strike and the children are gone for 6 months? We used to be collecting money and all this. Also, run us through one or two challenges that are possible challenges and how people can begin to navigate it, or one or two challenges you have faced that we can also look into.
Okay, let me first treat the issue of strikes.
Hmm.
If you can choose to charge per semester,
Hmm.
it has its advantages. And you can also choose to rent out per annum. When you rent out per annum, you are immune from strikes.
Hmm.
When you rent per semester, you are at the mercy of strike. So they don't get to pay until the semester ends, until the session ends. So if the session goes on for 2 years, you have charged per session.
Hmm.
And most of the time, it is those hostels that are inside the university that charges per session.
Hmm.
However, when you are charging per session, it also has its advantages. So when students are on holiday and there are conferences within the university, you can still rent out the hostels for 5 days and still collect money when you are charging per session. But if you are charging per annum, when there is strike, the students will not pack out their loads. When the strikes are over, they will come back. And I can tell you, as a lecturer, that technically speaking, the days of strikes are over in Nigeria universities.
The days of strikes are over,
They are
technically.
over. There can never be a 6-month strike in Nigerian universities again.
Hmm.
Yes. With the student loan coming in, uh, for example, LASU has not gone on strike in the last 6 years.
Hmm.
In the last 6 years. That's why today is the most subscribed university in Nigeria.
Hmm.
The academic staff in my university, we have not gone strike since inception.
Hmm.
Even when the non-academic staff, when they went on strike for one issue or the other, we were teaching.
Hmm.
We were teaching. And in the days of technology, the hybrid approach is ongoing. Now, the major challenge that we have experienced is the fact that the demography of the students, the Gen Zs, dealing with the Gen Zs requires a lot of knowledge and emotional intelligence.
Hmm.
So when you come into the class, we will share how we have been able to manage them, how we have been able to interact with them.
Wow.
Then there's also the private universities. Even some of the private universities now, the hostels they have cannot even meet up with their students' need. So I know somebody already that is doing a luxurious private university. You know, this is a hostel that is coming with gym, swimming pool, and all the luxuries. required, including feeding.
Mm.
But it's not for the public schools because it's extremely expensive. So that is another niche. You see, whether we like it or not, by year 2030, the population of Nigeria will hit 300 million.
Yeah.
And by 2030, children that were given birth to from 1979, when immunization came into Nigeria and children stopped dying as a result of polio and the rest, those children will get to 50 years. And as they are getting to 50 years, their children are going into the university. Their children will be 16, 17, 18, 19. And sir, that demograph, that was the population that doubled Nigeria's population. What's it called? Vaccine came in during Obasanjo's first regime as military president. So by the time we got to 77, 78, 79, 80, by the time Shagari government came, people started collecting abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára and children were not dying. Those children that did not die, by year 2030, they will be getting to 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. So those people, their children will be the one in the university. So it's a crazy number that is coming. So the data is clear. The data is clear. The data is clear.
Awesome.
We know where the population, we know where the population is coming. Now,
you are just joining us. You have been listening to Trem, the Real Estate Masterclass. I am Olumide Emmanuel. And with me tonight is Dr. Ashimolowo, one of my mentees, and we have been discussing Hostel Masterclass. And you probably have heard him say, when you come to class, when you come to class, when you come to class. That's because due to popular demand, a lot of people have been asking us to host another live real estate masterclass session so that they can come and physically learn. And even though we have not yet agreed 100% to do that, we are still considering it. But I say, let us use this trend as a monthly opportunity to help people while we are still considering that. So if you are not a member of the Billionaires Conclave, you can consider joining us in the Billionaires Conclave as a mentee. Number two, if you are listening to me right now, today is Sunday, the 27th. In 5 days from now, 4 days actually, first day, we'll be hosting How to Create Wealth as a Career Person Summit. And I have over 900 people that have registered for that event. Over 900 people that have registered for that event, but it is a local event. And a lot of people are having challenges with being able to meet up with the required money that they are supposed to pay. In our magnanimity, we have decided that we should still give people opportunity to pay at the rock bottom price of 150,000 naira instead of paying 500,000. Because many people have registered calling us, oh, I can't afford it. Please, what can you people do for me? Listening to me right now, you have a unique lifetime opportunity to be in the hall, to listen to me and a host of other speakers, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Thursday, the 1st of May, as we unveil to you how to create wealth as a career person with just 150,000 naira. And that money includes the conference, it includes refreshments, buffet, Yes, so buffet, buffet lunch, and all the conference materials. So if you want to plug in, rush now. Call the numbers that you are seeing on the screen right now. Screenshot whatever you see. Go to the YouTube channel, watch the video again, and quickly get the number, make payment, and show up in class on Thursday. And you'll be amazed at the things that you're going to learn. Apart from that, we are launching a promo on the 1st of May. My birthday is next month. And as part of my birthday gift, we are launching our birthday promo. I call it 55 555. 55 555. I'm going to be 55 years on Tuesday, 20th of May. So on the 1st of May, we are launching 55 plots in 5 estates in 55 days. 55 plots in 5 estates in 55 days. Madiba, Arizona, in the Idera scheme in Lekki is 50 million. Madiba Prime in Lererongbe, Lekki is 40 million. Dove Estate on Papalanto Road is 30 million. Genesis Estate in New Caro is 10 million. Madiba Countryside City is 5 million. But we are now further doing a 50% discount on Genesis Estate in Abuja. Instead of paying 10 million, you pay 5 million, all inclusive. Land, documentation, and developmental levy. Madiba Countryside City. Instead of paying 5 million, you pay 2.5 million, all inclusive. So you can plug into this opportunity, and then you can also begin to prepare for our Business Sustainability Summit that is coming up in September. So these are some of the events that are outlined and some of the opportunities that are available for you to take advantage of. So when you hear him saying, when you come to the class, he has prepared a robust curriculum on Hostel Masterclass. And that curriculum will tell you what the opportunities in the hostel, opportunities in hostel business, how to start your own hostel business, how to do design, how to price, all, and then handle the challenges that come with it, how to manage it. So many things that is going to be unveiling to us. But that class will let you know when we are going to have that class so that you can now come and then you'll be in the same class with me and him and other people. It's going to be 1 week fully residential. 1 week fully residential. So start saving money because we don't know how much it's going to be. The last one we did for the real estate 2 years ago, and it was $10,000 per person. $10,000 per person. Now it's going to be more expensive than that because it's a global event, and so you start saving money because when the opportunity comes, you don't want to miss out. So call those numbers on the screen right now. You can see the numbers on the screen: 0901 728 8266. 0901 728 8266 or 0809 144 7423. 0809 144 7423. Those numbers are there to ask any question you want to ask. Connect with those numbers. So let's continue. And
Yes, sir.
so now you have I know that your curriculum is heavy as you are speaking harmony here. So curriculum. Now I want us to speak to the issue of mentorship because right now in the public domain in our country there is a controversy about somebody charging people 18,000 mentorship and people are coming. We are not talking about that, but I'm just using that as a backdrop. So what we want to talk about is you are under my mentorship and you pay. You are all the different training and you pay. Please, as a lecturer, you are lecturing people in school.
Yes.
submitting. You are still the mentorship. Does mentorship pay? Being not he pay you, or am I chopping your money without giving you value? So that people can understand, because I keep saying that when people don't pay, they don't pay attention, because some people are now beginning to think that they can just live without mentorship. So speak, he pay.
uh, one of the things I've always said is that there are some things that we are being taught today that some people's grandfather have taught their children in 1900. But our own parents did not have access to that information. You can choose to trek to Abuja, or you can choose to fly to Abuja. Mentorship gives you a system, a guidance, workable action plans. And some people have been privileged to be mentored for free. So they enjoyed it. And some people have to pay to get mentored. One of the things I've told people is the fact that people look at the billionaire conclave by the price tag. But we inside the billionaire conclave, we look at it by what we have learned, the interaction, and what it has saved us. What it has saved us. Because the richer you become, the fewer the number of people who can call you to order. I remembered vividly when I wanted to get a bank loan and you stopped me from getting it. There are very few people that can stop me from taking that loan. Because when you get into a certain room, the experience is different. Even beyond what the speakers are coming to share. A class where people are paying $5,000 to sit down, the vibration is a different ball game entirely. You can choose to drive Toyota, another person can choose to drive Rolls Royce with their life. You can choose your life to continue to run on Toyota, while some people can choose to run their life on Rolls Royce. What I know is the fact that we stand on the shoulders of giants in order for us to see far. If I have not come into the billionaire conclave, there are the money I would have wasted. It's what is $18,000? We that we can ball. But you need a system that can check you. You need a system that can check you. You need a system that can humble you. Yeah, I remember one sustainability summit. I think it was at Marriott that you were asking us, introduce yourself, tell us your what. And a lady sat down beside me and said her what was 1.1 billion. I said, huh? So this is a lady you even see on this, I say want to toast, but when you hear that she's 1.1 billion, what's 1.1 billion? So you need an association, a society that can humble you, a society that can bring your head down. When you think you've done something great and you see somebody that is filling water to create land, you are selling land, you now meet somebody who is producing land. So whatever anybody likes, let them do. You might choose to pay for mentoring, you might choose not to pay for mentoring, but the difference will be clear in some few years. I remember vividly that when I started my journey, some of my colleagues said that they are just scamming me. Said they're just scamming me. And I remember that I told that person, I think it was in 2015 or 2015, and I said, when our future will come, then we're all part-time lecturers. I said, when the future will come, there's somebody in my university that they refer to as Babolu. I said, I am the one you people would refer to as Babalo in our generation. I mean, I was thinking it was going to happen in 20 years' time, but it happened in less than 10 years. That's what mentoring do. Mentoring is what I call kanoko. It will reduce your journey. It will make your journey very, very fast. You know, it's just like somebody arguing about tithes. If you like, don't pay now. The person selling Rolls Royce, his price is his price. It's either you pay or you don't pay. Go and buy Toyota.
Don't argue.
You can buy books. It does not bring the same equity to the
You
table.
can buy.
You can buy Korokwe. Korokwe will take you to where you want to go to. But when you arrive in Korokwe and you arrive in Rolls Royce, the equity is different. It's just the way somebody is complaining about first class. Like, why are you flying first class when you can fly economy? We will get there at the same time, but in different conditions. So for children from poor background, because I'm very, very conscious of where I came from. For children from poor background, start paying for mentoring at the level you can afford and begin to grow. I remember there was a time we go for training that even our transportation is not complete. Me and one of my friends is in UK now, that we will lap ourselves to attend training. That's able to pay for the training. And these trainings were 1,000, 2,000 in those days. But we just find a way of showing up. I mean, the May 1 event now, they are saying for employee, how employees can grow wealth. You will sit down with your house because of 150,000. It is your future you're working out of. It is your future. Look into your office. Anybody that is 10 years ahead of you, that's a prophetic picture of your future. What will make the difference between you and your present Oga that you don't like? It is about the classes and the rooms you entered. There are freemium, there are cheap and cheerful trainings, and there are premium trainings. Start at your level and move on.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, my people, we cannot do all the revelation here because this,
Possible.
you know, that there is a hostel angle to wealth creation and real estate, and we have been able to help you understand that the possibilities are huge, and if you have resources, you can start. And I want to just ask two more questions as we wrap up, because you know, if we charge people for things, we also like to help people. So speak to us about collaboration, because you mentioned that you can own the hostel and somebody can manage the hostel for you. But somebody may say, okay, I don't even have 50 million. Can people come together to own an hostel together? So that if, for instance, now we want to build an hostel of, let's say, 50 rooms, and the 50-room hostel, because you said that to build like 20 room, maybe somebody will need like 40, 50 million. Let's say we want to build 50 room and we need 100 million. 100 million to build. Can't 5 of us bring 20 million, 10 of us bring 30 million, we raise 100 million and we own it together? Is that possible? So that people that are listening can know that that's possible.
Obviously, it is possible. Obviously, it is possible. And I think 50 rooms, about 160, 170 million would do 60 rooms with the prevailing market price, depending on the land, because we have strategy for land. There's a strategy for siting the hotel. You don't just site it. There are things to consider. I mean, that is not for this class. So
that is in the curriculum.
yeah, that is in the curriculum, sir.
We can't give them everything here. That one is inside the curriculum.
People can co-own.
So if you are listening to us, you know, many times people come for free master class like this, and then when they hear this one, they think they know everything, they rush out. If you didn't mention the strategy for choosing the location now, you will have thought that you can just go and start anywhere and then you will not know. You will not say, ah, it's a scam. They told us hostel is profitable. I built hostel. Nobody is coming. There are many things you cannot get for free. You have to be willing to pay for knowledge, pay for information, pay for mentorship, pay to be in the right rooms. Very, very important. So, like I said before, you can start with this Thursday, 150,000. Come and join me on May 1st, and let's help you start out. So, even if you're a salary earner, that's why I decided to ask that question on collaboration. You may be saying, no, me, I'm a salary earner now, I don't have money. But even if you don't have money to do it alone, you can have a network, social capital, where you can come together with your friends, and then all of you can begin to do it together. So that's because there are many curriculum we can't give you here. You need to see that I was talking about how to choose the land. That one is another code that you will be cracking when you enter the classroom. Continue, Ashimolowo.
Yes, when my university was when my college education was converted to university 3 years ago, I told myself that when this university will be 30 years, nobody would have earned more money than me legally in that university. And what was my thought? My thought was I was going to collect a rent of 1 billion in 30 years. You know, there's something about that billionaire conclave. It makes you to say the billion. You know, and you know, numbers don't lie. And I told myself we're just going to build 100-bed hostel and give it out at 250,000 per room. So our plan was to give it out within the first 10 years. We give it out at 250. 250,000 times 100 will give us 25 million. 25 million in 10 years will give us 250 million. That was our plan. We now plan that the second 10 years, when we will increase to 350 million, 350,000 per room times 100 will give us 35 million, times 10 years will give us 350 million, making 600 million in 20 years. Now, we went ahead to say that by the third 10 years, where we will increase the rent to 450,000 times 100, which will give us 445 million, times 10 will give us 450 million, leading us to 1 billion and 50 million naira. That was the original plan. But sir, today, our rent is starting not at 250,000, but at 400,000. So that plan that we had that will happen in 30 years will happen in 15 years. It will happen in 15 years. And there are some people that you can come together. In fact, we have land that we are putting together right now that we want to bring people together. Just come and own a single room for 25 years. Come and own a single room for 20 years. Or you own for 10 years. And we will manage it for you. All you do is just continue to get that money every year. Every year. Every year. Whether we like it or not, the number of people who can build are reducing. And that is where the opportunity, that is where it lies. Some people have contacted me to help them to get land in Ekpe. And I said, the land is there. Once you contact us, we'll help you to get the land. Then we help you with designs and all of that. So the opportunity is wide, but the most important thing is for you to get the knowledge so that I can get the mindset. Can get the mindset. As an employee, if you are not highly skilled employee, you have to think in a certain way to be so that you will not suffer when you get to 60 years. And whether we like it or not, it is just less than 2% of employees who have access to stolen fund. Yeah. And that is why you need to get to class on the 1st of May. I will also be around on the 1st of May at that event. I'll be there also. So you need to come around and come and listen to strategies, to skills. Because there are some skill set that needs to be built, and some skill set cannot be transferred online. No way, no way, no way, no way. So there are some things that we can't do. Say, see Dr. Olumide Bagbo. That is more than $18,000.
Wow.
You know, you want to do some things, but you think in your mind, Dr. Olumide Bagbo. That is more than $18,000. That is more than any, because that consciousness helps you to take integrity-based difficult decisions that you don't even know what it will save you. Forget the class, forget the content. Dr. Olumide Bagbo is more than is.
That's amazing.
It's
If you are
more
listening
than
to us anywhere in the world, what you need right now are the phone numbers. That's what you need right now, the phone numbers. This particular video is right there on my YouTube channel. So you can go, that's the phone number. That's what you need. Just take the picture of the phone number now, screenshot it, and start making calls. I want to be there May 1st. I want to be there May 1st. I want to be there May 1st. Start making those calls right now. Start making those calls right now. If they are not picking up, send a text message, send WhatsApp. I need account number. I want to pay 150. I want to come on Thursday. I want to come on Thursday. I want to pay 150. I want to come on Thursday. Start doing that right now. And then the promo will be informed. We will launch it on Thursday. 55, 50, 55. And 55, 555. Where you can own a plot of land to your name. You can own a plot of land to your name. And I'm telling you, all these lands, good documentation, good location. Madiba Horizon is within the DERA scheme in Eleko. It's 50 million, all inclusive, no extra charges, no hidden charges. Madiba Prime is within the Eleronbe. It's a government allocation, everything we see for 40 million, all inclusive. Dover State in Ofada, on the Papalanto Road, the road is now concrete road, 30 million, all inclusive. Genesis Estate in Abuja, behind Bingham University, 10 million, all inclusive. Madiba Countryside City, 5 million, all the Abuja and the Madiba Countryside. We are now doing a further 50% discount. So instead of 10 million, you are paying 5 million. Instead of 5 million, you are paying 2.5, all inclusive. It's an opportunity you cannot miss. Then you heard him talk about the Business Sustainability Summit. Come and experience the Billionaires Conclave on another level. September, you can start talking to us about that so that you can plug in. We're going to be having Folonsha Lakija, myself, and a lot of other amazing speakers, both my mentees and people that are also from different sectors. They will all be there. It's going to be an amazing opportunity. So those phone numbers are what you need. So that with those phone numbers, you are ready, you are set to contact us and quickly plug in. So don't miss anything that comes from the Olumide Emmanuel brand or comes from the Billionaire Conclave platform. So, Dr. Ashimolowo, give us your final word. What will be your final word and advice to people?
Never let go of mentoring. You always need somebody you cannot face to when you mess up. You need somebody that can always ask you to stop. You need somebody that can check you. And if you are looking for free money at your old age, Hostel will give it to you. Because at 12% return on investment in 8-9 years, all the money you invested will be back fully in your pocket, and the hostel is still there, standing. If you need us to help you, we are available. We have not finished scratching Lagos. Universities are springing up all over the place. And if you don't have money, and we can look at your social capital and tell you do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. There are some other opportunities. So
So thank you. again, happy wedding anniversary. Enjoy yourself, and then
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
so everyone,
Thank
that's
you.
Trem of April. I have for you in the month of May. We are going to be having. Are you ready for it? I don't know whether they are going to show you the design for the month of May. If the guys can pull it up. In the month of May, the real estate masterclass, we're going to be looking at farm resort masterclass. Farm resort masterclass. And we are having the one and only extra large farms. The first and the biggest farm resort in Africa. Extra large farms and resorts. I've been there with my family to go and lodge. I don't, because she's not a member of the Billionaires Conclave yet. She's going to join. So I said, I will not bring somebody to this platform or to my platform without verifying anything they are claiming. So I went there with my wife, my children, my staff. We said, let us go and sleep there so that we can go and experience it, so that it will not be that we bring somebody and they will start telling us it's a scam. And I can tell you, this is amazing. So all these people we are bringing, they are part of the faculty of GRIP 2026. So begin to go and get your money ready, because it may be 50 million for 1 week fully residential. It's not for everybody. So if you are still arguing about mentorship is too much, no problem. You better go and prepare because what we offer in the Billionaires Conclave is something that changes lives in another dimension. So we're going to be having Farm Resort Masterclass at Trem in the month of May. Last Sunday of May, and it's 8 p.m. So if you are not following me on all my platform, make sure you go ahead and follow me on all my platform. And once you do that, you will be glad that you did. So we're going to be having that on Sunday, the 25th, Sunday, the 25th of May, Farm Resort Masterclass. And it's going to be another powerful one. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And make sure you get those phone numbers and you make your payment to join us this Thursday at the Career Wealth Masterclass. And I'm just so excited because I know that, well, the track record is there, the testimonials are there. If you need to go and, get money through, your network, you say, please, can you help me with this? Just put your 150,000 together, make your payment, and we'll still accommodate you to be a part of the amazing um, masterclass on Thursday. So thank you very much for joining me wherever you are all over the world. Um, because we had the guests today, anytime we have guests, we will not be able to take questions because I don't want the masterclass to be more than just 1 hour or 90 minutes maximum. It's free so that people can plug in. So call the numbers on the screen and call and contact us. My guys are online to answer any question on Facebook, on Instagram. Send us a DM on Facebook. Send us a private chat on YouTube. Ask any question. Call those numbers. How do I join the Billionaire Conclave? How do I join this? How do I get this? How do I get that? Then go to my website, www.olumideemmanuel.org, so that you can have access to my books and all my products. So, once again, thank you very much for joining us for Trem April 2025. I will see you in Trem May 2025, or I'll see you in class on Thursday. Bye for now.